So other than the Manchester encoding, we discuss about the types of networks based on size and distribution. We discuss about that, and then we discuss about what is IP address, IP version 4 address, then about IP version 6 address, what is MAC address. Then we discuss about private IP and public IP. So then about class A, B, C, D, and E. Then about CIDR, classless interdomain routing. And in addition to that, we discuss about network devices like network interface card, and then switch, network switch, hub, switch, gateway, hub, switch, gateway, and then about hub, switch, gateway, router, bridge, firewall. Okay, so we have discussed about these concepts. So hopefully you went through the video, and I think these concepts are okay now. So did you or need some quick revision on this also? What do you think? Do you need a quick revision on this, or are we okay on that?
Only about NIC hub and switch.
Only about NIC hub, not about the router, gateway, bridge, and firewall, right? Okay.
No, not about the IP address. Only about
others
the
okay.
last. Yeah.
The part is okay, right? Okay. So have you completed Manchester encoding related to this, and how this high and low signals are represented? You know that, and how to represent the entire signal there. So this high part can be, so I think so this should be okay. So high part can be represented as 1, then you have the low part, and low part immediately you can just take this one. This is low part, and again you have low part. So when you have another low part, so basically this is the high color, high tone, and then the lower one. When you have lower one and again lower one, basically write the same signal again with the lower one, and again you have, so it's 1 low and 2 lowers. Then you have high part again, so you have to just use this one to show the high signal. And just this one and this one, these 2 low parts you can just interconnect, right? Like this. This low and this low together you can interconnect. So now this says, so this is the beginning, first part actually. 1 and 0, again 0, and then 1. This is how you encode using Manchester encode. This is one method, right? This is only one method, right? Okay, so then I just need maybe right. So quick answers for these things. So what are the types of networks based on size and distribution? How we can divide network based on, what is the smallest one? Smallest one? Yes.
No,
it's called PAN. It's called PAN, or personal area network. If you don't know, please write down. Personal area network. So that is basically in your personalized area, in your own area. Example, connect mobile, connect smartphone to the computer. Simple as that. That is your personal area. Or sometimes this is called DAN, desktop area network, because you can keep the network in your desktop. So you can connect two computers, two laptop with the mobile phone, smartphone, or two smartphones. Likewise, you can create that personalized network. That is ad hoc. Ad hoc means you can quickly set up the network and quickly maybe disconnect the network. Setup and disconnection, it is not advanced. So maybe you can connect using Wi-Fi, or you can connect using Bluetooth, infrared, or any wired media like coaxial cable. You can quickly set up that, faster to set up and faster to disseminate or faster to disconnect. But further enhancing would be little bit difficult, because so it's in your personal area and it's not really easy to enhance this. Otherwise, if you're using wireless connection, yes, possible. So you can just connect 10 devices to Wi-Fi hotspot. So by doing that, you can create an enhanced network. But if you're using wired connections, will be a bit complex to enhance. Right, what is the second? So personal area network for the desktop area network is number one. What is the second type? The second type of network?
LAN?
Then it is LAN. Yes, LAN. LAN means local area network. So what is the definition? Local area network. I have already given the note, but so just to remind this. So what is local area network? Yes. A network within single geographical area. So you should remember this right? Network within single geographical area. Example, it can be within a building. Right, within a building. Single geographical area means that geographically you don't see any distinguish or any extreme differences. So it's almost same. So if this area is, for example, if your house is warm or hot, so then so that is particularly every place, almost every place in your house having the same geographical features. Maybe same temperature range, same wind, same latitude, longitude values. So no big difference. So we call local area network. So basically, computer lab in your school or computer lab in maybe a smaller shop, in a small shop, you can tell that as a LAN. So what is the next largest? After LAN, what is the next largest?
WAN? Oh, sorry. MAN.
Man, yeah, that is called man. Man means, meaning of man is
Metropolitan area.
metropolitan area network. That is called metropolitan area network, or sometimes this is called municipal area network. So municipal council, you know, Nagara Sabha. So it's a city. Example, a network within a city. We can call that as a metropolitan area or city area network. Okay, so what is next? So what is next? After
WAN?
yes?
WAN, wide area network.
Wide area network, WAN. WAN means wide area network. So that is the next largest type of network. It is actually connecting, interconnecting. So this is the summary, right? Interconnecting different. So you can write down while I'm doing this, different geographical areas. Can you give me an example?
Internet.
Yeah, example is, you know, popular example, internet. Internet is the world's largest, and that is public, actually belongs to the general public. Public WAN. It's the world's largest general public WAN. And so this is how you divided networks according to size and distribution. And there's another thing called CAN. In UCSC, Columbia University, they are telling this campus area network. But more generally, in internet, you can find more general resources. So it says controller area network. Controller area, I like controller area network word because it is more common. So controller area means, example, within a ship, car, maybe within a train. So there's a network. It's connecting, maybe connecting machineries, connecting sensors, connecting components together. So then that is called a controller area network. Okay. So these are the types of networks. And so if you miss anything in the previous day, now you can write that down. And this is a very quick summary to the network based on size and distribution. And there are some more networks. So something like SOHO. SOHO means when you connect your home and office together. So we call small office, home office. And there are some other networks called VPN. What is VPN? VPN. Yes, that is called virtual private network. Virtual connected circuit using existing wide area network infrastructure. Example, you can say, example, VPN using internet. You can use the existing wide area network. That is a public network, existing public network. But using that, you can create, it's like similar to something like this. You can create private Facebook group using, but still you are using public Facebook contacts. But your group is private, no one else can visit. So VPN is something like that. You create your own network, no one else can access, but you are using the public infrastructure or public network. That is called VPN. Okay, so these are the general terminologies related to the distribution and size. Okay, next that I want to know, okay, after writing this, sorry. So let's save this. Okay, so do you need more time to write or is it okay enough? Then, so what is IPv4 address? IPv4 address. So now you should remember this, right? This is like a revision. So because I have already given the lesson. So what is IPv4 address? Yes. So meaning of IP is internet. Yes. Internet. Need to answer internet protocol.
Protocol.
Yes. Internet protocol version 4 address. Internet protocol version 4 address. It's basically a 32 bits 4 portion dot binary number. 32-bit 4 portion dot binary number, which means it has altogether, or this is used to recognize a network connected computer or device uniquely. If you want your network device to be recognized uniquely, so you can use IP address. So it's similar to uniquely. It's similar to your phone number. The phone number can be used to identify your phone uniquely from among other phones. So if you have multiple phone lines, but if you have numbers assigned to that, you can use the numbers to recognize the mobile phone. So because devices or the computers are number friendly, they like numbers. But as human beings, we will not be able to remember numbers that much often. So therefore, we are using names. So IP version 4 address, actually, it's a unique number assigned to a network connected device. It's 32-bit. 32-bit means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So altogether 32. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 8, 24. 24 plus 8 is 32. Then the decimal value will be 0.0.0.0. So the highest value of this is, the highest value that we can take is 1. Then 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, altogether 1, yes. So this can be written as in decimal. How to write this? 8 ones means in decimal. Yes. 8 ones in decimal. Can you convert and tell me the value? So 1, 1, 1. So decimal to, sorry, binary to decimal conversion. Please convert this binary value to decimal and tell me the value. Sorry, can you repeat? I cannot hear. I couldn't hear properly.
255.
That's 255. That is 255. So how you converted? This is 1 plus k godawal, deke godawal, hatra godawal. Hemdi 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus. There is 7, 7 plus 8, 15, 15 plus 16, 31, 31 plus 32, 63, 63 plus 64, 127, 127 plus 128 is 255. So the value will be 255, 255, 255, 255. That is the value which is going to take by the IP address. And in between 0 and 255, you can have any value, any decimal value. So basically, this is written in decimal, right? This is written and shown in decimal. Okay, how to check the IP address of your computer? Check your IP. Yes. How to check IP address of your computer? What is the command? So this is from the previous day video, right? What is the command? How to check the IP address of your computer? Okay, so it seems you cannot remember the stuff, right? It's okay. So let me, okay, I'll give you a chance to share the screen. Can one of you share a screen quickly? Can one of you share the screen? Don't take much time, just share, right? Don't take much time. Right, let's check the IP address and you can just close that. And please go to press Windows key and R key together. Windows key, R key together, and it will give you run dialog box. And there you can type CMD to go to the command prompt. CMD and press enter. Oh, okay, then it will display the command prompt. Then you can just type IP config, IP config without any spaces. CONFIG, enter, and then it will display your IP address. In this case, your IP address is, you can see 192.168.1.5 is your IP address. And let's learn about subnet mask and default gate. Actually, we have already explained that. Subnet mask is used to find the, actually subnet mask is used to mask the value with the IP address and to find out whether these devices are in the same network by generating the network IP. And so let's learn about that as well. Okay, now you know how to find your IP address. This is your IP address. This is called private IP. This is how your network see you. And if you go to Google, so please go to Google. Please go to Google. And when you go to Google and ask, what is my IP? On the other hand, you can ask, what is my IP? Just type in the Google, what is my IP? What space is my IP? Okay, you can see now there's another IP that is called public IP address. That is how internet sees you. So this is actually the public interface. So last public interface that is representing you. This might not your unique IP. So this may be like IP address given by the ISP. So this IP can be shared among different devices. This IP can be shared among different devices. For an example, okay, so let's say, so public address of you is how other people see you. Maybe let's say 32/1 just Badulla Road, Bandara. 32/1 Badulla Road, Bandara. So if that is address, that is how the other people see you. 32/1 Badulla Road, Bandara. But in that address, there can be many people. So maybe in your house, you have like 5 or 6 people in your house. They are sharing the same IP address. Similar to that, the ISP can share the same IP address with some other devices. So this IP might not be unique to your computer, but other than that, this is commonly shared between you and few other parties. That can be done. IP can be shared, right? But so how public see you is using this IP address. Actually, you can ask the location also. You can ask IP to location. Just type IP to location in the Google. IP to location. Okay. So then it will bring this, right? So just go, where is my IP location? Click on that geolocation. The first one or second one, you can click either link. Not that one, right? The link, blue color one. What is my IP location? Yeah, that one. Then you will be redirected to the IP location.net website, and there you can see your IP address is 112.135, and according to that, this is actually by Dialog Axiata, it seems. And are you in Colombo today? Sidney, are you in Colombo today?
No, sir.
No. So you are using Sri Lanka Telecom, right? But it says you are in Colombo. So Colombo Western Province, but that is not actually. Why? Because it is shared by SLD, right? It is one of IP addresses belongs to one of the IP addresses belong to SLT. Okay. Understood this concept, public IP and private IP?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have any unclear points, please ask, right? Okay, so this check your IP can be done. Go to run dialog box, or go to command prompt and type ipconfig in Windows and ifconfig in Linux or Mac. In Linux or Mac OS, it's isconfig. In Windows, it is ipconfig. Okay, so by doing that, you can find your own IP. And to check the public IP, I'm going to mention this as private IP. The second one I'm going to mention as public IP. To do that, you can go to Google and search what is my IP. you will be given the public IP, mostly shared one by the ISP, Internet Service Provider. So it's a shared IP by the ISP, Internet Service Provider has shared the particular IP address. And that is how, so IP addressing is done. Okay, can you tell me how many unique addresses in IP version 4? How many unique addresses in IP version 4? Yes. If there are 1 bit, how many addresses? You know 1 bit, then 1 is one address, 0 is another address. If there are 2 bits, you have 0, 0, 0, 1 is another address, and 1, 0 is another address, and 1, 1 is another address. You have 4 addresses. If you have 3 bits, then you have 8 addresses. Okay. So likewise, what is the number of IP addresses that IP version 4 has? How many, theoretically, how many IP addresses IP version 4 has? Yes. Again, I'm asking, referring to the previous day. So maybe after New Year, maybe now it's a brand new year, you forgot everything belongs to last year. Is that so? If there are 2 bits, there will be 4 addresses. If there is 1 bit, there will be 2 addresses. If there are 32 bits, how many addresses? Yes.
$1,020.
Sorry.
1,020.
1024. 32 bits, right? 32 bits. If there are, okay, if there are 2 bits, how many addresses? 1 bit can generate just 1 bit. If it's only 1 bit, you will have 0 and 1. 2 bits. Then you have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. 3 bits. What are the possible addresses? You have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 1. Sashini, yes. How many addresses if 32 bit? Yes. How many addresses will be there if there are 32 bits? Simple question. Okay, if there are 4 bits, how many addresses? If there are 4 bits, how many addresses?
16.
16, yes. 5 bit, 32. 6 bit, 64. So likewise, 32 bits, how many addresses? Yes. Can't find the value. So it's 2 to, okay, tell me as a power. It's 2 to the power 32 bit. So sorry, 2 to the power 32. So this number of addresses will be there. Understood or not? Because if there are like, if there's 1, then 2 to the power 1, 2. If there are 2, 2 to the power 2, that is 4. If there are 3, 2 to the power 3, which is 8. 32, 32 to the power 32. Altogether, how many addresses? You can take the value. So it's around 4 billion addresses. You can go to the calculator and calculate this, since that is a large value, but you can do this, right? Even without a calculator, you can do this. How? Because you know 2 to the power 10 is 1024. 2 to the power, yeah, that is correct. 2 to the power 10 is 1024. 2 to the power 20 is 10 into 10, which is like 1 million, closer to 1 million. 2 to the power 30 is 1 billion. 31 is 2 billion. 32 is 4 billion. Right? Closer to 4 billion addresses. You can just get the sign. Okay, programmer mode, let's go to scientific mode calculator, and I'm asking this the value is 2 to the power 32, and you can see the value is this one, 4 billion addresses. Four billion addresses. Okay, this much of addresses, but so you know the world population is, so currently world population is more than this. So I don't know what are the recent statistics due to COVID, but just you can go to Google and ask current population in the world. So it's 7.6 billion. 7.6 billion by 2019. Right? By 2019, 7.6 billion, but this figure is 4.2 billion. So it's not enough to connect the entire world. Therefore, the new version was introduced, that is IP version 6. It has 128 bits. So it can provide 2 to the power 132 bit. So that's a very big value, 128 bit addresses. So which is 2 to the power 128 is, okay, this is the value. I think it's very difficult to read the value. So this number of addresses are possible. So maybe it's enough to the universe. This number of addresses are available. So let's separate by commas. Very big value. Okay, very big value. So this number of addresses are possible. And it's gigantic or gigantic value. Right, so it's enough. IP version 6, but it's normally represented as IP version 6 representation is done by hexadecimal numbers. So this is how basically I have already given IP version 6 address. So the format of this is, okay, so can be given by using this. Let's use this one. You can see it's hexadecimal numbers. This is the format of IP version 6. It's given in hexadecimal numbers. Okay, let's make this bigger. So one hexadecimal, one pointer. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 portions. Like 4-digit and 8 portion colon separated hexadigits. So you know the one hexadigit will have 4 binary. So 2 means, if you want to write 2, 2 means 0, 0, 1, 0. 0 means 0, 0, 0, 0. 0 means again 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1 means 0, 0, 0, 1. So altogether in one portion you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 digits. 16 into 8 is 128. 16 into 8 is 128. That's how 128 bits are used, occupied. So this has a shortened format where you can you can omit the zeros and write like this. If you have more zeros, you can omit and write double colon. That is short format of writing this. Okay, I think now you have clear idea about IP addressing. What is IP version 4 address and what is IP version 6 address. Okay, small calculation. Please write down this as a question. There are 3 devices in a network. In a network environment. Those three devices are using the following IP addresses and 255.255.255.0 as the subnet mask. Find the network IP and broadcast IP of each device. Which devices can connect using a switch? If devices cannot be connected using a switch, what is the possible solution? So what are the possible solutions? What are the possible solutions? A, IP address of A is 192.168.1.5. There's another device. And there's another device. So the second one is 2.5. Sorry, 2.6. Third one is 1.93. These are the three devices, A, B, and C. So you have to find out the network IP of each and also the broadcast IP of each. So can you do this quickly? If you need any help, I can do, right? Okay, right. It's like this. So when you have, so I think you saw the three properties. So when you check the IP address here, also I'm checking my one in the terminal. So similar to Windows command prompt, Mac has terminal and Linux also have Linux also having the same thing. I'm going to type ifconfig instead of ipconfig and showing me the results of this command. So you can see these are the, okay, this is the IP address that I got. That one. Okay. Here, this one. 192.168.1.4 is my IP address, and my so it also showing the broadcast address and showing the net mask, subnet mask. This time it's in hexadecimal. FF, you know, FF means what? What is the decimal value of FF? Decimal value of FF is? Yes?
8 ones.
8 ones, it is binary value. 8 ones means in decimal?
50.
255, right? 8 ones in binary, yes. This is 8 ones in binary, 8 ones in binary, 8 ones in binary. Means 255, 255, 2550. This is my subnet mask. Here also I can see the subnet. So mask is basically given for and in purpose. What you have to do is you have to write the 192.168.1.5 in the binary format. 192 is 11, then 128 plus 128 වලට එකතු කරන්න 128 plus 64 128 plus 60 is 128 plus 60 is 188 plus 4 is 192. So 192 0 0 0 0 0 0. Then 168, what is the binary value? You have to tell me what is 168 binary value. This is not related to last week video. 128 binary value. 192 is converted 128. What is the binary value? Yes, quickly do this. You have to write the binary value first. 192 is this 168.
101.
1 0.
1 0 1 triple 0.
000. Okay, let's calculate. This is 8. 8 plus 32 is 8 plus 32 is 40. 40 plus 128 is 168, right? 128 plus 168. Then 1 means 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. 5 means 0 0 0 0 0 0. So 0 1 0 1. So that is 5. Then you have to use, this is the IP address, right? First you have to write the IP address in binary. The second step is you have to write subnet mask in binary. 255 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Again 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Again, so 255 255 255 0. Then you have to AND this. So tell me the result of AND operation. 1 and 1 is, yes, AND gate එකෙන් ගියාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? 1 and 1 is
1
1. Okay, the second 1 and 1
1
1. Then this 1 and 0
0
0. Then all these become 0. So because 1 0 1 0. So here 1 1
1
1. This is 1 0. It's 0. 1 1 is 1. 0 1 it's 0. 1 1 it's 1. Okay, the next one will be 0 all will become zeros. But except the last one will become 1. So this is all zeros. All zeros means you'll get all zeros. So when you convert to decimal, what is the value? So this value into decimal, what is the value? Yes, 168 plus, sorry, 128 plus 64. Then
192
192. So next one is same 168. Here, same value is there, right? Because there's another law I think you can remember. A and 1 is A. Something and 1 will be something. A and 0 will be 0. Something and 0 will be 0. So that policy applied here. And 0, this is called network IP. So this is how you can calculate the network IP. And if you write the same network IP, but with the last portion filled with ones, that is the last value that you can get in this network. The last value that you can get in this network is all ones, which means 255. We call this broadcast IP. So broadcast IP basically, broadcast IP is used to send messages to the entire network. All the machines you can send the message. So if you send to 255, so 192.168.1.255, it will be sending to all the devices. It will be sending to all the devices. That is why broadcast IP. And so network IP is the unique identifier of the network. Okay, now can you do the same for other So now I have done the A. This is A, IP address of A. Can you do this for B and C? And let me know the results quickly. Now you can do this alone because I have already done one. Please do a 2 and 3 quickly and tell me the values for 2 and 3.